Hello everybody, welcome on in. I'm Alright, back with some more Towers of Babel and their new pretty huge update where they added sort of the talent trees for all the different characters. What we're going to do today is we're going to go back to our mage character and we're going to run something a little bit different. So the main thing is here that you can switch up are kind of your basic attack, your special attack, and then sort of this sort of ultimate ability. So what we're going to do today is, last time we ran our basic attack is a bigger explosion. So what we're doing now is we're totally going to change how our basic attack works. It's no longer going to be shooting a fireball. What we're going to do is a wave of fire is going to sort of shoot out around us, and then it's going to inflict burn and damage all the enemies around us. This will give it a chance to do the burning damage instantly, and then this will increase the damage of it. And then what we're going to do now for sort of our ultimate is we're going to be able to summon a Hydra. So we're going to have a chance to summon, well, not a chance, but when we get our arcane, when we trigger our arcane blast, we're going to now summon a three-headed Hydra. This one will give us a 50% chance to summon a four-headed Hydra, and then this one's going to increase the duration by 20 seconds. So I like this one. This one over here gives them a chance to fire a more powerful explosion, but I like this one because I think we're going to be able to have multiple Hydras out at once. So that's what we're going to roll today. We are going to be doing a somewhat fire type build today. So we're going to do like fire crits have a chance to cause explosions. We have a blood whirlwind item, chance to restore life. This is just one of my best staves I have. Phoenix is going to leave a trail behind us. Dragon breath has a chance to perform again. And then we're going to do Phoenix flies in their direction aim. Dragon breath has additional flames that fire forward, skill damage, and then special attack crit chance. So those are kind of the best fire pieces of gear I have found. Yeah, we'll put those all to the stash. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do the hard difficulty. So we're going to run this on hard. Can't quite do nightmare, but I think we can do hard. So we're going to do floor 15, pretty much the hardest content, or at least the hardest floor in the game. You can still do the challenge towers, but we'll do this one. 30% gold bonus, 30% magic find. It is considered deadly, so it will definitely be more challenging. The one thing that I'm not like the biggest fan of, so you can see our basic attack has totally changed now. We're no longer shooting a fireball. We're now doing this flame wave attack. The biggest issue that I've kind of found with this game now is your basic attack upgrade doesn't necessarily change for that. Right here, these are actually all pretty good ones, but you can see the basic attack now. It's going to give you damage and attack speed, but if we look here, what's going to happen is you're going to start seeing projectile count, piercing chance, projectile count, piercing chance. A lot of those aren't going to be useful for this spell at all. The projectile count doesn't matter. It doesn't seem like we shoot out, because I've played this. You're not going to shoot out multiple attacks, which, you know, maybe you should. And then the piercing count doesn't matter at all. So it is sort of a bummer, because I wish the game would know what you switched your basic attack to, and then sort of give you better level ups based on that. Because this one we should be getting mostly, you know, maybe attack area, more attack area. There's a few attack areas, but they're very minimal. More attack speed, maybe burn damage, things like that. But what we're gonna do here is we're gonna bless. I'm gonna bless the special attack. And I'm gonna let's make sure we bless it. I'm gonna bless attack power, and I'm gonna take this attack power because that's a pretty big one. 30% damage right off the get. Okay, then we will take one resurrection, because I will tell you too, this is gonna be sort of fair warning here. This is gonna get pretty laggy when we get to there's certain points in the run where it's going to get pretty laggy. Okay, we're going to ban Blizzard. I'm going to ban Lightning Wave. Then I'm going to take Phoenix. And I was lucky to have, I do like the projectile count. I'm actually going to bless that. And then we'll take Phoenix. And then let's go special attack. Okay, we'll do attack power. So there's our Phoenix. Let's do gold gain. So, or not our Phoenix, our Hydra. So we did summon a 4-headed Hydra. So you can see it's not really super different, but it is gonna have sort of an extra fireball to it. Oh, I should have banished those other ice skills. Dang. Okay, we'll have to do that. I'll have to banish all the ones that are irrelevant to me to try to make sure that we get as many fire as we can. Okay, we could do crit hit chance. Okay, we're blessing Dragon's Breath, and I'm gonna take it. Even though that special attack one was really good. Been a pretty big fan of the update. Some of it I do think some of it needs like a little bit of a rework, like a little bit more adjustments. Okay, let's use our last ban. We'll use that on Chain Lightning, and then I'm gonna pick Dragon Breath. Because again, some of the cohesion stuff with the talent trees feels a little off and could maybe work together a little bit better in some instances. And then, yeah, I think, you know, when you're changing your attack, how your basic attack works, I definitely do think that needs to be adjusted. Okay, I'm gonna take Meteor so I can make sure I get that as a locked-in spell. So there's our Hydra again. Okay, let's re-roll these. I got the main ones I wanted. I wanted Dragon Breath, and I wanted Dragon Breath and Phoenix. Those are the main ones. And then we did get Meteor too. So there's really only, I think there's only the Fire Orb which we're missing, which is arguably the weakest one. So this is why I like the 20 seconds. So we'll get multiple Hydras out at once, which is really cool. Okay, I think we already maxed out attack power. I'm pretty sure that maxes out at 10. That's a great start. Okay. I really like this projectile count. I'm actually gonna take that. Because that'll help for almost, I think it'll help for all our spells. Even though it won't necessarily help for our basic attack, it's gonna help for all our spells. You know, we'll do extra Phoenixes, we'll do extra Meteors, we'll get extra Dragon's Breath. Okay, we could do one of these. Let's do Earth Spike. I did want to get Blood Whirlwind too, because that is part of my gear, but I haven't seen it. Okay, skill wise, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have one more, which we'll try to save for Blood Whirlwind. I'm gonna do the gold gain. I may or may not want one more resurrection. Because again, at some point this game is gonna start lagging. At least it did in my previous ones. Okay, we'll take that movement speed. I'm not trying to get any other skill other than Blood Whirlwind if possible. Okay, we'll do the special attack. So the way this works is you see these purple orbs that are around the map. Every time I get 4 of them, we're gonna summon a Hydra. And I have a chance at getting 2 when I pick up 1. So now I have 3. So now the next orb I pick up, that'll summon the Hydra. So there we go. Okay, we'll do fire orb. All right, let's do crit hit chance. I'll take the extra resurrection there. What I wouldn't mind seeing too, you know, for additional updates in this game, I wouldn't mind seeing sort of legendary spells or evolutions. So once you get your spell leveled up all the way to 15 or 20 or whatever it is, something like getting it evolved to do something different or additional, I think that would be really cool. See, I think the extra projectile count works for the hydras too. We could do attack area. Because it looks like we summoned 3 hydras there. Still haven't seen Blood Whirlwind. I'm not gonna, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna hold off too much longer. If it doesn't show up, it doesn't show up. Because I do want to eventually just get our last spell in here. Oh, and obviously the game does need to add quest objectives. You need to add those eventually, please. That needs to be that's probably the biggest thing that needs to be added to this game. But I won't beat a dead horse. We've already talked about that a billion times. Oh, there's Blood Whirlwind. Perfect. All right, let's get that. So that should be all our skills. See, so you can see we're starting to get some lag here. There's a few parts in this game where I think it's just where the enemies just start to bombard you that we're gonna get some pretty heavy lag. Let's do the basic attack. Even though, you know, even though the basic attack doesn't necessarily help us all the time, it's still, most of those upgrades give us a pretty big damage upgrade. So it's still kind of worth taking, you know. Oh no, wait, is he getting away? Ah, shit. Ooh, that's a good dragon's breath. A lot of damage, projectile count, range, cast speed, and crit chance. Okay, let's go with crit hit damage on that one. We'll go dragon's breath. Okay, let's go Phoenix. Fire orb's kind of the last priority for these fire spells. These new ultimate stuff is pretty sweet though. I love summoning them. I love summoning these hydras and stuff. That's really cool. And then the other one we did was really cool too, where we were kind of summoning a flame wave. That was really, really cool. That was cool also. I think the last one is kind of a giant fireball, which we'll probably try out next. Gold is really important to me right now because I'm trying to level up the other characters so we can sort of play them too. The only problem with that is I'm definitely lacking gear for them. So, see, this is the major lag spikes. Major lag spike. Okay, let's do projectile count. Dragon's Breath. Meteor Strike. It just jumps so much. It's just gotta like kind of pray that you're not gonna die. You can't really dodge anything, just because it skips so many frames. But it's gonna do this multiple times in the game. That's why I took the resurrections, because the last time I did a run like this, I died a few times at this part. Okay, I think we weathered that storm, but it'll happen again. And I don't really recall that happening before this update. You know, let's keep going projectile count. I'm really digging this 4 Dragon Breath Flame. Okay, see, so this is where it would be cool to kind of see, you know, something special where, I don't know what you would do for this spell, but something cool, because we did just max it out. Definitely not a fan of this lag spike though. Let's go projectile count again. Now we're gonna earn almost 100,000 gold this run too, which is great. Looks like we're getting a good amount of legendaries. Just and it's not the graphic settings, it's not my computer. I've lowered the resolution to like the lowest resolution possible, and it still has these spikes. So it has like nothing to do with that. I think it's just the game. So I don't know if anybody else is having the same issues. If you're not, then I guess let me know and I'll try to see if it is something on my end, but okay, we got about 20 seconds, then we're gonna summon the boss. And we are getting over 100,000 gold this run. Hell yeah. All right, let's go with duration. Okay, so we're just gonna let our spells do their work. I'm not gonna worry about anything else. I think we should be pretty good. I'll just try to pick up the gold. Because you can see our spells are... They got them at least halfway down, but I don't think we have any more hydras anymore. Let's see if we can get another hydra up. Need to get one more. Okay, there we go. That, hopefully that'll maybe finish him off. Let's see. We just gotta run in the attack range of it. Okay, we'll just drain him down now. We have 2 revives, so we'll just melt him. There we go. That was a really good run. That was, we didn't die once, and I felt really powerful from beginning to finish. We were super strong. And now again, like the special damage, I think this includes the Hydra. I think that includes the Hydra. I'm not 100% confident it does, but I kind of think it does, because that's a lot of damage. 102 million damage. Our Phoenix with 38, our Dragon Breath only with 20. That's a little disappointing. That's pretty low, considering I had quite a few buffs for it on my gear and it was at the highest level in the game. Everything else, you know, pretty low, but I also didn't level it very high. But yeah, I do think, I think it includes the Hydras. I'm not 100% sure, but I kind of think it does. And we got 109,000 gold. We got 3, hold on, come on, just keep scrolling up. 3, I don't know, it's being very laggy here too. 4, 5, 6, 7 legendaries. Let's go check out what we got. All right, so Swamp of the Dead Ring, another super low damage staff, ice orbs, 50% damage to crowd control. Those actually seem like pretty good boots. Those are, oh, that's dagger though, does damage to crowd control. Those are pretty good boots though. Ice orb explodes upon disappearing. Ball lightning flies in a straight line. All right, nothing. The boots are maybe the only really good piece of gear there, but either way, we'll transfer all these over. And then I'm gonna sell, let's just make sure none of these staffs are really high damage. Which they're not. Okay, then we'll just go sell everything else. And then I'll probably use that gold to continue to upgrade some of the other characters so I can kind of start running them a little bit more. Because again, there's a lot to show off here. We still have a couple more things to show off with the wizard, and then I don't have these guys leveled up at all. So if we go to the warrior over here, he's gonna be only blessing level 17. But luckily, again, this game sort of changed it, so now all of these skills stay with you, and you only have to level these up. So it shouldn't be super hard to get him going, but then again, you know, like, I'm not gonna have good gear for him, so it's a bit of an issue. I do wish while you were playing as the wizard, you know, you could find gear for other classes. It's very unlikely. You're mostly finding stuff for yourself, but it is what it is. So all right, there we go. That was the wizard run, mage run, whatever. I'll be back for more, probably more demon hunter next, because I really have to work on these guys a little bit more. But yeah, probably demon hunter next, because we still have a lot of demon hunter to show too. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.